I am Echo Fan Grey Wolf. This is Comfy Havoc number 2. This video is called Beautiful. And how I wish that I was a beautiful person on the outside as well as on the inside. So many years ago, I had this car wreck. Burnt off my face. Take a good look. Take a really good look. So my overflow pan exploded in my face. Now before that, people used to tell me all the time how ugly I was and how ugly I was and how ugly I was. And this is childhood trauma because it happened as a child from children. And it doesn't take much for someone to ruin your life or your perspective of yourself to make you believe what they see is what you see. In all my life, mostly by the women that I have been attracted to, have told me that I was ugly. Every fucking one of them. And there's nothing worse than rolling over in the morning time and getting up and facing the world and knowing that everyone that you know thinks you're ugly. Every girl that you've ever had a crush on thinks you're ugly. Every girl that you could possibly have a relationship with has told you to your face, you're ugly. Those same girls get mad at you when you don't date black girls. I've maybe had one or two white women tell me I'm ugly, but most of the time it's been behind my breath and behind my back, and somehow they know somebody who I know who told me that they told me that I was told them that I was ugly, and that happens too. But you know, when you tell people that they're ugly, if you tell them enough times, they will believe it. And I believed it. I believed it until it actually happened. I always felt ugly. And some days I still feel ugly. And when people tell me I'm ugly, I say thank you. I'm thinking about taking a picture of this and making it a screenshot. So when everybody goes, "Hey, Grey Wolf, you're ugly," and I can say, "I know, but I was worse. I was much worse because I couldn't read Japanese and I couldn't read Spanish, which was on the overflow pan." So all of this was my left side. All of this. I still have a scar here, and I still have a scar here. You can't see it through all the hair and the bad lighting, but it's there. So if we ever meet and you want to see it and I hold my arm out, you have to look real carefully because it's blended in pretty good with my skin. It's almost unnoticeable. But it is a living reminder of how cruel this world is. It is a living reminder of how bad we are as human beings. That we don't not only know what someone's been through, we don't care. And worse to that, and most important, and I'm probably guilty of it too, and I'm going to own it, we also contribute to what people go through. Let me tell you, I open up with y'all. I give you the whole 99.9, and sometimes I give you the whole 1,000. And some of y'all can handle it, and some of you can't. Mental health is a thing. I didn't know how bad I was until I got out of the Army, because I didn't want to leave the Army outside of a body bag. I joined the Army literally to end my life, because I have attempted suicide on more than one occasion as a child, because my family made me feel unwanted. Ain't much changed with my family. You know, like I said, I give y'all 99.9. And I don't think anything ever will change with them other than me leaving permanently and never coming back, which is my, final plan. Now, I love my family. The feeling ain't always mutual. My family might love what I can do for them. But as far as me as an individual, no, because I wouldn't be in the situation I am in now if it wasn't for decisions made by people in my family. Would they ever take accountability? Nope. So what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to stay there and deal with that shit? I'm tired of dealing with that shit. I want to give a special shout out to my military psychiatrist, Dr. Bishop, because without her, I would not be alive. I literally, like I said, I joined the army to die. Before that, I wanted to die. My ex-fiance saved me because had I not met her, I would have went to Canada and started a fight and just not fought back. Take a warrior's death. But then at the same time, after 2 years of what I thought was going to be happiness for the rest of my life, she destroyed me and put me right back on that path. And that is why I also decided to join the army, because I know that if I died a hero, people would respect me. People say, he served his country, he came in a zero, he left out a hero. I found family in the army. Maybe 5 or 6 members of Bravo, but a whole goddamn company of Delta death dealers. In Bravo, I was an outlaw. In Delta, I was a death dealer. I found family mostly in Delta. And don't get me wrong, Fusco and Low, those are my brothers from Bravo. And the guy that was re-upping from the Navy. I can't remember your name, but he was the only black guy that gave a damn about me outside the other black guy. And the cop that was also in Bravo. So maybe 7 people in Bravo. Pee-wee, I love you. God damn it. His name sounds like shit. But I can't remember his fucking name. He's from Virginia too. And Bible. These men helped me pick myself up. But then when I got transferred to Delta, I went to golf first. I wanted to kill a drill sergeant. I still want to beat his ass. That would be Drill Sergeant Washington, the little guy. I don't know their names, but I really wanted to beat their ass because it was abuse of power. But they couldn't break me. I went to Delta. Drill Sergeant Haynes, Drill Sergeant Almberg, Drill Sergeant Miskwa, aka the Aztec Warrior. Thank you. I would not be here breathing today if not for those 3 men. Also, First Sergeant Ferez, I'm pretty sure I fucked that up. But anyway, him and I are the same age. Thank you, sir. No one knows how bad someone is mentally cracked when sharing is a badge of shame, when people don't want to listen to you, and when you've been through this shit all your life. And people see you as this. Instead of seeing what's in your heart. Or giving you a chance. When I was a kid, I just wanted to be black. I didn't want to be mixed. I wanted to be black. Black girls weren't that for me. Same type of black girls didn't like it when I started dating white girls or Asian girls. Because white girls and Asian girls are the only girls that would give me a chance. I'm never going back. Because 2 black girls got me into some shit. One on board her boyfriend on my porch and I taught him how to fly. The other one had a boyfriend who didn't tell me she had a boyfriend. He was 23 and we were both 14. He tried to shoot me in the fucking head. So yeah, I haven't dated a black girl since that shit. And y'all might say I'm racist or whatever. Knock yourself out. What I have done was learned. But this was the most important lesson. Because I thought that I was ugly, looking like I do right now. I thought that I was unlovable. I thought that I was a disgusting human being. It took this to realize what I had. You know, I am grateful for my ugliness. I am grateful. If you say I'm ugly, cool. I have accepted that shit. Because I was this before I joined the army. I've been through some of that shit mentally that I'm lucky I can talk about it without fucking crying. I'll probably cry after the video. But the thing is, you know, we as people, man, we don't treat people as humans first. We treat them on what we see at sight. And yeah, I'm ugly to some people. I will always be ugly to some people. But then I think about this picture, and I no longer give a fuck that people think I'm ugly. Because I'm going to be ugly to somebody, somewhere, someday, someplace, somehow. There will be no escaping that shit. But what keeps me straight is that my face was taken from me. And it can be taken from you and everybody that you know in the blink of an eye. It doesn't take much for your life to change in a Thanos snap. Be grateful. Even if you're ugly, be grateful. Because your life can change like that. And it can also end like that. I want to end on a positive note. The one thing the Army did give me was purpose. And I will never forget that shit. As long as I'm breathing, I will always be a soldier. Might not be the best soldier, and I'm damn sure too old to do anything, but I will always be a soldier. And I want to thank the Army. I'm a nasty girl for life because I was a National Guard. But I will tell you one damn thing. If not for the Army and a couple of acts of God that got me out, I wouldn't be here. Because I was gonna go active first. I didn't give a fuck where they sent me. Because I had nothing to come home to. And that would have been the best thing for me, to go active first. Luckily for me, on the other hand, the hands of God had some meddling and my legs fucked up. I can't shoot. And the reason why I couldn't shoot was because I couldn't lay on my leg. And my hip deteriorated and no one in the Army caught it. Army hospital. Until I got to McGuire thinking I had an ulcer. So when you look at someone, before you pass judgment, maybe you ought to take 2 minutes to ask them, can I ask you a personal question? What have you been through? Is your life leveling out? Or is it still an uphill battle? Because mine is an uphill battle. And the fight's not over until I breathe my last breath. Because once a soldier, always a soldier. Thank you for watching. I'm Echo Fan Grey Wolf. Be seeing you.